Welcome.
I had to, bro.
I felt like some shit was coming. It was just too. It was too.
All right. Take two. Take two.
It was too. Go fuck yourself.
Time before the storm.
Welcome to GoB-TV. Gorillas of Booze in the house. Doug,
Christian.
And Frank.
and we're on video again for the first time in a long time.
Fuck yeah, man.
So, you know,
It's been a bit.
we've been recording a lot of podcasts, but we've been neglecting the video world, other than the short little stuff that we've been doing that you have seen.
The one shots.
The one shots, a couple State of the Unions. We still have I think we still have a State of the Union in the can, actually. In the can. Yeah. And we still have one more of those one shots that still have to go up, too. So
There you go. There you go.
So what's up, guys?
Good, man. Excited for this new year.
That seems like a strange answer to what's up, guys. What's up, guys? Good, man. That is the sign of a person who's not actually actively listening and has just already had a canned answer ready. But go ahead, Frank. Let me not cut you off.
All right, let's start over.
No, we're not starting over. We're going
No,
with
go
down.
over. Go over. No,
We're going with down. Go ahead.
No.
Here we go. What's up, Frank? I'm leaving all this in. We can sit here as long as you want with you staring at me. There's no chance I'm cutting this shit out. I am a grammar Nazi. It's important that we all realize this.
Good, man.
Burning
man.
daylight. Burning daylight here, Frank.
It's a good thing I don't pay the electric bill in this house, right?
Oh,
Ooh,
please.
mama. Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So New Year's. Is that what you're going to ask me?
Excited for the New Year's, man, aren't you?
Yeah. Well,
Another bullshit new you, new me,
New year.
Yeah, I
new
don't
you, new
use-
me
New use.
situation.
I don't subscribe to that.
Yeah,
New
me
Year,
neither.
Same asshole me.
No. I'm looking forward to doing some better things this year, hitting more breweries.
That's right.
Because last year, because I have a young child, it made it a little difficult for me. But I feel like this year is the year of the alcoholic. And we're going to make this shit happen.
Is that actually one of the
That's one of the that's one of the signs. It's the year of the alcoholic.
Frank's face.
Yeah. Next to the tiger and the whatever. I don't even know the calendar.
Oh, fuck.
Anyway, while you were blaming your son about not going to breweries, we actually did make a good brewery trip.
Yeah, we did. Actually, Evil Twin, which is
Evil
surprisingly is not... Like, when we went there, I was very surprised that they're Evil Twin, but they're not at the same time.
Yeah, they're like Evil Twin, but not really Evil Twin. They're like an offshoot of Evil Twin.
Yeah, they have like literally their own kind of, and you could tell by the type of beers they're brewing, and even because I'm not big on Evil Twin, like the standard one, the original one that I would say original, if it makes any sense. But the ones they had there, kind of like
Evil Twin Prime.
yeah, like the prototypical beers we would like, and they really had a good variety of beer, and
And
the
beautiful,
location was awesome.
Exactly. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a beautiful. It looks like a terrarium or like a greenhouse. And
Yeah.
it's like right in the middle of Queens,
Yeah,
like where it
it's
shouldn't
glass
be.
and steel.
It's gorgeous.
Glass and steel out of nowhere,
and like the
between
big
a building.
plants hanging from the
Yeah, it's
ceiling. and
really really cool, very
awesome
clean.
beers.
Yeah,
How's this? I didn't go, obviously, but how's the square footage wise?
it's a compared to what?
It's hard. Well,
I mean,
For
it's
I'll tell you, it's bigger. Well, it's not bigger than the newer other half, but it's a decent size. They do have seating all around. They as opposed, let's say, 3 times bigger than like Magnify.
okay. Wow.
It
definitely
holds
bigger
a-
than Magnify.
yeah, definitely.
Substantially bigger than Magnify.
They have a big wraparound bar. They have actually a station where outside food sources come and cook there on site. It's pretty
That's
cool.
good.
They call
I've been to
that
Magnify some-
food trucks for everybody out.
Yeah.
For everybody that isn't Frank.
What happened?
Well, that's why they
Outside food, like food. I said they call that food trucks for everybody.
Food
that isn't
trucks
Frank.
in the brewery, cooking in the
Brewery,
brewery.
next to the brewery guy.
They have to put.
No,
it
they were
outside because
cooking
they-
inside.
What are you talking about? Oh yeah, well they had somebody from
Oh.
a restaurant that set up like a
Yes.
hot plate in the
exactly.
in the brewery. Yeah.
It's like a food truck inside. Well, fuck you, Doug.
Well, yeah, it's like a food truck except there's no truck.
Yeah, just they
In much
cater.
the same way that any restaurant is like a food truck without the truck, I guess.
It's like they cater. Okay, picture that.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
And then from there, of course, we shot over to the other half, which I've always wanted to go because I love their beers, but I've never. It's like it's so stupid.
You
Because
haven't been to New
I've never been.
location? Oh,
It's so
really?
dumb because it's so close.
Yeah.
But it's like I've never been.
I know.
And I was surprised too because I hadn't,
Oh, you mean?
I hadn't gone to the new location. This area. I wish. Did he?
Frank forgets
Yeah,
the game.
look at that. I didn't even hear it. What the fuck was that?
Sorry. Well, I was trying to decide if I was going to be like courteous or if we were still doing this.
But then
We can skip it.
They got a location
good.
which is like way bigger than the last one. Did you get to check the old spot or no?
No, I think I
No.
saw one picture and then just what you tell me. I never went.
How many fucking beers do they have there?
Yo, it's like I went in
Like,
the other half thinking
We
like,
were like, if it wasn't like time wise, I wish we had gone there like second.
Yeah.
I would have, because we could have spent like the rest of the night there, literally.
for
They had
sure. And
so
like,
much shit on tap. It's
How many
crazy.
they have on tap? Like
I don't know. It was
40?
ridiculous.
Oh,
it was ridiculous.
Nah,
They
maybe
had
not 40, but certainly like
they had
25,
over
30.
20.
Yeah.
and we had short pours and pretty much of everything. If we would have sat, we could have got drunk just from there.
Oh, yeah.
I walked into the other half going, okay, well, it's other half and I love everything. I'm going to try everything before we go. You know, like get a short pour.
They had way more
And I
than we
walked in, I
thought.
saw this menu and I was like, oh, well, there's no chance. I'm going to get wheeled out of here.
You went there second or you went there third?
Last,
there
that was the
last,
last
third.
stop.
Oh,
Yeah.
gee.
And Frank had his little child with him. Last thing I needed this poor child to see was like me throwing up and getting carried out of a place.
Or his dad throwing up.
I'm desperately trying to force every one of these beers into my face. So unfortunately, that just means I'll have to go back.
It was actually a very good trip, though. We had a substantial amount of different beers.
Yeah, it was good. It was fun. Anywho, so it is, of course, January as we record this, and it is the most important month of the year because it is my birthday month. So,
True.
in honor of my birthday, we thought we would torture ourselves. And, no, in honor of it being January, we thought that we would kind of try to stay in the winter beer realm, which I think we did either last year or the year before. We did like a whole winter beer show.
Yeah.
So we thought we would do that again. And the general idea here is beers that kind of go with winter or make you think of winter. So stouts or porters or winter ales or Christmas ales or winter warmers or, you know, it'll make sense as it goes along. If you're joining us for the first time, if you have never watched the show before, if you're following us from the Hopped Up Network, we are the Girls of Booze, and there is a little bit of structure that we like to follow here on GoB-TV, which is 4 beers. That's one from each of us and one for luck. And then we do what we love to do. After we pick what we think was our favorite beer of the night, we finish up and punish ourselves for the liking beer by having a little bad beer of the night. Bad beer of the night, our favorite segment.
Gluttons for punishment.
So
That's a great way to start the year off. I'll tell you that.
that's right. New year, new bad beers. Chris was nice enough to have his sack here with us again. It's full to the brim with ice
Lined
and
up
beers.
with
And
the stars.
it's time to do what we do.
Needs to be emptied.
Reach in and we'll grab our first winter-themed beer.
Skirt.
So, first out of Chris's Magic Sack on our winter show. This one is going to be very easy to explain because it has a big old picture of Santa Claus on the front. This is that word.
What are you trying to pronounce it, bud?
Gauloise?
Gauloise.
Gauloise?
I'll take it.
Gauloise? Gauloise or Gauloise? Listen, don't kill me on the pronunciation.
Is that
all right?
supposed to be Galileo? Like
Sure. It's exactly
Yeah,
what it is.
exactly.
Galileo, let me go.
Good call.
It's a Christmas ale from Belgium, literally from Belgium, imported from Belgium.
Nice.
8.1% alcohol by volume in a whatever the measurement of the beer is that Belgium uses, that size bottle of beer. Enjoy by 8/23/2018.
as long as you use it right.
2000 what?
Good, perfect.
What was that?
It's a dark ale. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
So, usually I like to read the label, but that is not going to happen because I don't read this language. So, anyway, it's a Christmas ale. It's a Belgian ale with Christmas on it. And that's about as much as I can tell you. Very informative.
Can you tell us when it says
Yep,
you should drink this
absolutely.
beer
As
by?
I did import this from Belgium, legally, of course.
Illegally?
Legally, of course. It does say to be sure to enjoy by 8/23 of 2018. So we are good. And this, by the way, is not bad beer of the night. We don't start with bad beer of the night.
Wow. That's interesting. Take that.
Damn
dog.
it.
Yeah, puss.
I think for the first time I'm actually leading. It's amazing.
That looks
Great.
like you short poured it. That's what it looks
Well, I don't
like.
know. I don't know how many.
Yeah.
I actually don't
It's
know
the
how
same-
much is in
we
there.
It's actually the same
We
thing.
don't
It's
normally
12
pour with.
I think it's like the metric system.
I'm gonna go the same spot you did, and then we'll figure it out from there. How about that?
Great. It's about the same. That looks good.
No, you got the short pour.
There you go.
Oh, you fucking prick.
There you go,
He
bud.
made out pretty good with that.
So it pours out like Arnold Palmer iced tea.
Something tells me that first out of the sack is going to be the worst. Oh, God, it does. Oh, it looks like iced tea. It's like a dark tan, light brown.
It's like it
Like
looks
a-
like black tea.
Like it does.
Yeah, it does. You're right.
It's got a little bit of a reddish hue to it.
Yeah, slightly reddish.
Light tan head. The bubbles are not dissipating at all. It's just sitting there like sludge on the
Yeah.
top.
Clovey look to it.
Decent head.
Very
Not
good
much
head retention.
lacing.
Can you not see either? I know you can't smell, but can you not see?
I can see.
Oh, you look like you were done already.
No.
He says it looks like cloves, which I don't even know what that means.
Looks like cloves.
Just looked at me like, are we moving on?
Cloves are cool. He's like, cloves are black and brown, right?
Yeah, sure. I don't know. That head is far. It's thick. That head looks like I'm going to be chewing on that.
He probably will be based on where we're supposed to have
It
the beer,
looks
but
it looks creamy a little bit, no?
I don't get the creaminess.
You know what,
Oh,
Doug?
the
I just
first
want to
sniff.
tell you right now. Fuck you and Chris too for not being able to smell.
So we
Still
moved
can't
on.
smell.
We moved on to bad beer of the night. Oh my god! Did you smell that?
Sewage.
And we're doing a bad beer.
It
after.
smells like malt
Great.
vinegar.
Oh my god.
Yeah, get that in you.
Imagine if it brings his
Still
senses.
It all,
brings his
it
senses
all
back,
comes
like,
rushing in.
Holy
That's what I'm
shit.
hoping for with these horrible beers.
Yeah.
Once in a while, is that maybe it'll bring my sense back.
I don't
Alright,
even know
so-
what it smells
Man
like.
alive. It smells like malt vinegar.
Malt,
Malt vinegar. It smells like spices.
It's like sewage malt.
Sewage water.
Maybe we're approaching this the wrong way. Maybe it's just slug them down. Once we get our taste in, and then that's it. You don't have to suffer anymore.
So just to be clear, the structure of the show, you're going to want it to be: we pour the beers and then chug them, and then what? And then we, like an assembly line, pour the next one and chug it until one of us passes
Next!
You'll be done quicker.
out. Guess who will win every time? Frank.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, good point. You won't suffer. Well, he's got the shortest pour, so this time he will win. Yes.
Did you go in?
I thought it was gonna be a lot worse, but
all right.
it's easier to drink. At least it's not. It's not great.
It's not good.
It tastes like
Very sweet.
yeah. It has a sweet tone to it, and like almost like a dropping off in a malt. Like
I got to tell you, based on the smell, I love this beer.
yeah, we're expecting a
Because
lot
it was
worse.
not at all what I was expecting.
Yeah.
So I'm happy. It tastes sweet. It tastes.
It
tastes
still has some sweet tones in there.
Very sweet malty, like you said. Yeah, I agree.
a little malty,
A little syrupy. Yeah, damn, look at that.
Jinx.
Yeah,
All right, this is gonna be the end of this here.
it's
It tastes almost like a little bit of cola. Or like
I
a
was
root
gonna say
beer.
it has like a sugar fructose taste to it. Like I guess a soda beer.
It's almost got a little like you do that move, like a little bit of like a coffee ice creamy kind of thing.
I just figured I'd finish that off.
You know what I am getting though? I'm getting a little bit like a little burn on the back of my throat.
Oh, you had
Like
the
burnt
last.
sugar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had the last pour too, so I don't know if you're getting anything different than we are.
Nah,
You know
think
what I
it's-
got
It looked all
different?
the same.
Yeah, it did.
Why are you grasping the top of that glass so strongly, Chris?
Oh, geez, I wonder, Frank.
Yeah, can you just not shatter
Can
it?
you slow down
We all
before,
recognize what you're doing. here. Just
before
don't
you
shatter
put
the
that glass through your hand, sir?
I don't know how to hold it gently.
He's gonna be the new Iron Man. He's gonna have a
I don't think I would dump this. I wouldn't waste it on this one. I don't think.
No.
Because I'm sure there's worse coming out of here.
Oh,
Believe me.
Absolutely.
Fuck.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Oh my God, 3.
Yeah. What is it? 301.
Yep.
What the fuck
You can't
was
suck
that?
in like that if you're not going to do anything.
Oh no, I can't breathe.
Oh, you
It
should
wasn't a
probably
burp.
you should probably get that checked
No, I
out.
did. I went to the doctor.
Let's not put your medical history on here.
From his
Either.
limes.
Let's rate these.
How about Doug? You start.
How about I start? I'm going to go a 3.25. 3.25. If I didn't smell it first, I would have enjoyed this better. But the smell kind of ruined the whole experience for me. But fine, you're on the board. But all in all, I was pretty pleased with how it tasted based on how it smelled. So
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. I guess.
3.25. That's like a 1 for the smell and like a 3.75 for the taste. So
Senor Chris.
Yeah, it's about what I give it. I didn't have the smell portion, obviously. I can't smell. But based on your reactions, I thought it was going to be a lot worse than it actually was. I got the sweet taste and then the kind of creamy, malty, ice creamy aftertaste at the end, so I liked it. It tastes like a dessert.
So that's about what you rate it. What is your rating, sir?
you said.
He said that's about what
That's
I
about
rated.
what I was going to give it, so I agree with Doug. 3.25.
There
Okay,
you go.
thank you. There you go.
I thought I said
Gee,
that.
no,
I thought he said it too.
No, he did not.
Frank's
But it's
just,
okay.
Frank's
I'm gonna give it a 3. It's I guess I'll tell you what. It's better than what I thought, going by the smell, and it's a solid. It's like not a solid beer. It's a average beer. It doesn't really stand out to me. It's drinkable even though it's old. So
That's a good
Listen,
point.
these don't super age.
Yeah. Well, they've had some
Like
beers.
an IPA.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. That is true.
So anyway,
But 3 for me.
that is the Gauloise.
Galileo.
That's that.
Shit, I'm sorry.
Well, you're just
Bullshit. So this is what happens.
he's
dude.
holding it.
I'm not touching another bottle. You can reach for them all. Fucking guys.
All right, Doug. So what's next out of the sack, bud?
Well, next out of the sack is our good friend Chris's offering here.
Jesus Christ.
This is, first of all, it's gigantic, which I'm unhappy about. And it's a 2019 rare release. This is from Epic Brewing. This is Big Bad Baptist, which is their peanut butter cup stout, I assume, right? Or is it a porter?
Yeah, it's a stout.
Yeah, imperial stout aged in whiskey barrels. Thank God for that.
Yeah. Well, I made sure I said it.
With roasted, Chris, what's that word?
Cacao nibs.
Cacao.
Roasted cacao nibs, coffee, and peanuts. So that is fantastic. All of my favorites, all in one
There's a
bottle.
lot of things you like in there except the coffee and
I enjoy that this has become the world of like, let's make me suffer.
the whiskey.
Where the hell did you get that from? Where I never heard of Epic Brewing. Have we had Epic Brewing before? I don't think. I
No,
have.
that's in
We've had
Colorado.
Epic before.
Believe it or
Yeah?
not.
Epic. Yeah, it's in
Colorado.
no, it's Salt Lake City, Utah, and Denver, Colorado. Brewed and bottled by Epic Brewing Company, Salt Lake City, Utah, and Denver, Colorado.
That's a beer
Nice.
trip, by the way.
Chocolate and peanut butter, great beer and good friends, universally treasured combinations. So invite some friends over and empty this nutty, chocolatey delight.
Yeah, he
If you
said-
don't have any friends, invite Frank and Chris.
He said nuts.
Nuts.
Yeah, that'd be a good beer trip and also a good weed trip considering it's
Oh,
legal
yeah,
over there.
right. Well, it's legal everywhere, but here pretty much so.
There you go, Chris. You brought it. The least you can do is get the first pour.
Well, thanks for not giving me the last pour. I'll say that.
I don't think it matters with this shit, does it? Jesus
Ooh, that pour's
Christ.
nice. That's like motor oil.
Oh, well.
All right, I'm gonna go in the middle letter.
Look
so
at how thick and sweet and like syrupy that looks going into the glass.
Yeah, that looks wonderful.
My God.
There's some beer purists who would probably love this type of beer.
Yeah, what is this? WD-40 that we fucking just poured into our
Middle-
glass?
Hey,
It
middle
looks
letters.
like a little bit of a light pour there, Frank.
Middle of the letters.
I don't think so.
That's two in
Watch.
a row, by the way. You
Yeah.
counting?
Look, keep watching. Look, keep going. What the fuck was that? Speaking of light, so how do we describe this? This is literally black.
Dark.
Actually, there is a tiny dark brown hue at the bottom of the
very,
lip. Like,
very, very bottom. Like a fingernail's worth of like color.
yeah.
That is true.
Light does
Decent
not come
head.
through this. Decent head. I have no head. Zero.
Well, you
None.
poured it like a bitch, so that's different.
Oh, that's probably what it is.
And
I get decent.
yeah, you got like
All right,
a
then I poured it like a bitch.
mocha head on there.
Yeah, it looks like a cold brewed coffee head.
Yeah,
Yeah, it does.
good lacing.
This thing's all right.
I wonder if you two, when you sniff it, get the whiskey barrel. That's what I'm curious about.
So
don't-
it definitely has like a. It's got like a. How do I describe this?
Cold brew look to it.
Sugary.
No,
top.
it's got like a almost like a syrupy, like shimmery,
Yeah.
sickly, sweet looking, like oily top.
A
I don't know
glistening,
how to
like
describe.
a
Yeah, it's like
glistening.
glistens and it's
Right.
like thick, and like
Disgusting looking.
well, yeah, because I hate this style of beer.
That's why I got
I can
it.
see why people wouldn't think that, but
Yeah.
that's why I'm glad you admit that, you dick.
Somebody probably loves this style. I'm
It's
sure.
very bizarre looking. It looks syrupy thick.
It does. Agreed.
Holy cold brew coffee.
Man.
All right,
Cold brew
now,
coffee,
I gotta
sir.
rely on you guys for this. Do you
It literally
smell
smells like cold brew
smell
coffee.
Anybody peanut butter? Any
I don't
peanut
know why
butter
we
in
do
it?
these shows.
No peanut butter.
It
There's
smells
a-
hard like peanut butter.
There is.
Peanut butter, coffee, and like a spicy, the spicy cacao smell in there, right? Like
What is it? Cacao?
Cacao. No, what did you call it?
Cacao.
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 Cacao. Yeah.
right? You got that little spiciness in there.
Spiciness, really.
Yeah, there's like a little
Yeah.
bit of spiciness on the back. It's
What did that
definitely
say?
coffee, definitely like a cold brewed
Yeah,
coffee. It
like a
smells a
cold
little
brew.
bit like a Dunkachino
Oh, that's a good call.
What's
with like
giving it the spiciness?
with like peanut butter in it. Maybe maybe from the whiskey barrel.
the whiskey barrel. Yeah.
I don't smell whiskey at all unless it's like
No,
a
I don't get that.
burning.
Well, that's a good sign.
A little chocolatey as well.
Well, that's a cacao.
Yeah.
Nibs.
Yeah.
The nibs.
Oh, decent reaction from Doug. I guess something else.
I don't think it's actually that terrible. I think we've had a lot worse than this.
Oh man, it's like oily. It like slides down your throat.
The taste
Maybe
isn't-
syrupy,
isn't-
isn't it?
It's not ultra like whiskey barrely though.
I don't get. Yeah, I was expecting.
Yeah, it's
a
like no
little bit.
whiskey. Like there's no whiskey barrel world in there.
Which is nice.
It's
Probably some cheap ass alcohol.
You know, you get hit with the peanut butter comes at the end. You think
yes.
so?
I was just gonna say it's like if you suck down like a peanut butter cup like milkshake. There's that like kind of peanut butter thing that hangs around in your throat at the end or at the back.
Like the natural peanut butter, the unsweetened kind of version is what I'm getting.
Yeah, not super sweet. Well, it is sweet though.
Yeah, it definitely has some sweet tones to it.
Peanut butter, it feels a little bit aggressive, like not sweet. If that makes sense.
It tastes a little bit like natural peanut butter, like
That's
that
what
oil-based type like peanut butter.
Frank doesn't listen to me apparently.
I wasn't paying attention.
Thanks for contributing, Frank.
That's exactly what I just said.
Sorry, I had a brain fart there.
No, actually, no. What it tastes like to me is it tastes a little bit like that, not the regular, but like the natural peanut butter.
Oh, the powdered peanut butter.
You know, like the natural peanut butter. Like
what
oil,
you said.
I like that Chris was trying to just go with it. Oh, you mean like the powder?
Yeah, like
no,
that
I
one.
mean exactly what you said.
Yeah. And then there is spiciness to it as well there.
Yeah,
Get that.
A little bit at the end, the very end, right? You get that after the peanuts, almost.
You like the word nuts, don't you?
Chris, I need you to better pronunciate. Because like when you say you get the spiciness after the penis, it's gonna make you throw up my beer.
Peanuts.
Peanuts. So juvenile.
Doug, what is? I don't want to know what goes on.
Oh,
first.
fuck, listen, this is why it takes so long. Shut up.
No, but as you said, it's after the penis.
After the penis, penis, nuts.
Peanuts.
Penis
I
and
don't
nuts.
think Frank's one to make fun of my pronunciation.
He's a pianist who eats peanuts.
Yeah, penis and nuts.
Okay.
Yeah, great. So I got to ask you, you're not a fan of this style.
That was a
beer.
weird switch. Like I thought you were gonna literally ask me like a serious question.
I am.
No. But like it felt like. So I gotta ask you, how you doing, man?
How's life? How's everything going?
Couldn't be better.
So you're not a stout drinker. You're not a porter drinker.
That is correct. You say that as though you've never met me.
Right. Is this? I'm not asking you to rate it. I'm not there yet. But it doesn't seem like it's the worst.
This
seems like
is
you've had
not
a lot worse.
an episode of Stout of the Union, so I don't have to answer that question.
Okay. All right. You don't have to.
The answer to that question is no, but it's not bad. Like I wouldn't drink stouts because of this beer, but it's not bad.
Okay. Fair enough.
Gotta get Frank. Gotta get Frank. He's like a Pokemon. Gotta catch him.
You know what I do get though? It's a little bit boozy, isn't it?
It is getting a
It's
little bit boozy
definitely
now that I'm
boozy.
sitting here like a moron with my hand around it and like warming it up.
yeah.
A little bit of booziness now.
Yeah, booziness coming through.
Still not as bad as I thought it would be.
Nah, it's still not bad, but now you can taste like. Did we even say the percentage?
No, we did not. It's got to be 10ish.
10.9.
10.9.
So, 10.9%. You can start to feel a little. No, or not feel, but you can start to taste. Taste or feel?
Taste.
I guess taste.
Mouth
You can
feel.
start to feel that. I don't know. Taste or feel that there is some definite alcohol in here.
10.9% is working.
The mouthfeel is a little bit like coating, too. As Chris said, mouthfeel.
Yeah,
like
like
coats your whole mouth.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that.
This might be.
It's coating Frank's brain. He's thinking of weed.
It's like spandex for your mouth, isn't it?
Fuck.
Just tight spandex.
I don't know how that
all over your
works.
skin.
But for a guy who doesn't watch wrestling.
Or
Yeah, right.
it's like you put a condom in your mouth.
He's determined to get you to spit a beer all over the place.
They call that, Frank, they call that a dental dam.
Be safe.
It's horrible.
Be safe out there, folks.
Be safe.
Wow, look at that. Doug didn't finish last
Oh,
for
my
once.
God. Pretty good.
It's great,
I
right?
get a Scotch tape taste.
Oh,
at the
man,
end.
all the whiskey barrel stuff was at the bottom of that glass.
That was.
apparently. Oh,
It tastes like Scotch tape.
Thanks for your contribution, Chris.
tastes like
This-
Scotch balls. Scotch eggs.
Well, the first half of the glass
Oh,
was
my God.
not terrible.
Woo! All right. Chris, why don't you start since you brought this?
Well, we got to
Fine.
count. We got to count for everything from top to bottom of the glass,
I
not
don't give
just
a
that
fuck.
last
Rate it
bit.
however you want to rate it. Count on whatever.
All right. So, I have had some beers from Epic. I did refer to my trusty Untapped, and the brewery does put out some good beers. This particular beer is interesting. I will
Name
say
one.
that.
Wrap it up, B.
You better wrap that gavel up, Pete.
So I always struggle with this because I'm not a stout drinker. I'm not a porter drinker. I'm not a fan of this type of
Put a
beer.
stopwatch behind him.
So I like to rate beers fairly, even if I don't like the style beer. So what they did here, I got the sweet taste in the beginning. Frank, I'm giving a description. That's kind of what you're supposed to do here.
Don't you?
Sweet beginning. I got a lot of the peanut butter, like you said, the natural, like I
Yeah.
said, and you stole it from me. The natural peanut butter taste. And then I got the whiskey barrel. So it was almost like a 3-layer beer, which is weird.
That's a good call.
So
And he forgot his own.
No, I got it for you.
No,
you
he definitely did not.
You definitely did not.
Great. So with all that being said, there's a
It
lot
has begun.
there's a lot of interesting things going on here. So I'm going to give it a 3.75.
Wow.
It's not the worst. I didn't get a lot of the whiskey bourbon barrel taste. Even at the end, it wasn't as bad as I thought it could have been. So I did appreciate that. 3.75.
Okay.
Sorry it took so long.
No problem. Actually, I'm gonna give it a 3.5. I think, like Chris said, there was a lot of layers on the beer from the smell to the taste. There was some good sweet tones to it. There was a little bitterness, or not really bitterness, but like a weird spiciness to me that I translated to bitter. Little boozy, little like chocolatey, and I like coffee, so it made it a little easier to drink. To be honest, so that's why I think I scored it 3.5, a little higher than I normally would for something like this. But the only thing, even though you guys say it is the natural peanut butter taste, I wasn't crazy about that.
Take your time, Frank.
But I think it was I don't know. It was just a weird. I was thinking like more of a sweeter peanut butter.
I didn't get the
'Cause
coffee though that much. Did you?
I did because
did?
I drink a lot
I
of
am
coffee. So
right now.
Yeah, it's
You done?
3.5. Yeah.
Great. 3.25. So next out of the sack,
Ran out of time.
if I had rated it after about here, I would have said probably a 3.75. But then I got that last mouthful, and now I'm down to a 3.25.
That's what
Because
took me.
that last mouthful really just wrecked my world.
Gotcha.
Not a big fan of the end of it.
That's why
Although
it took me so long to rate it.
the aftertaste is pleasant. It's almost like coffee ice cream with like some peanut butter. So
Yeah.
not bad. But
not bad.
that is the Big Bad Baptist Peanut Butter Cup from Epic Brewing. Their rare release.
Chris almost went
Two down.
through to his skull on that one.
Wait, what?
He almost put his thumb through his skull on that one.
Chris came to play today, buddy. He's not fucking around. For anybody that doesn't, I don't know if we should talk about this every time. For anybody that might be watching it for the first time, what we're doing here, while it sounds disgusting to burp, it's an old Zane Lamprey thing, and he got it from somewhere too, where like you burp, you do this move, and in our case, the last person to do it, we keep track, and then when we do our show after the show that we call Slosh Talk, they start Slosh Talk, the person that loses, with an entire bad beer himself. So obviously we do a bad beer of the night on the show, but then you start Slosh Talk with a bad beer. So that's two down. We're halfway through the good portion of the show.
Yeah.
So let's dive back into the sack.
Oh,
Hopefully not an expired beer.
God,
Why are the bottles getting bigger?
Because
Look, for fuck's sake.
Because fuck you, Frank. That's why.
Who picked winter beers?
Well, this is offense.
Third-
Any bottle would have been
Actually, I
big
think it was
enough
my idea, wasn't it?
It was your idea. Yeah.
Fuck.
Thanks for that. So third out of the sack is from Troegs Brewing, which is Troegs is what, Pennsylvania, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is their Mad Elf you've probably heard of, but this is the Mad Elf Grand Cru,
Oh.
2018 edition. It's a bottle conditioned ale with honey and cherries. Obviously, Mad Elf works into the winter theme. 11% alcohol by volume. Cherries, sugar, and wildflower honey. The yeast is spicy Belgian. Serve in a chalice.
Chalice.
A 1 pint bottle. Color is burgundy. Well, they ruined it for us. So,
Wow.
Mad Elf Grand Cru bottle condition. So
I'm not gonna lie. I'd be looking into it. I kind of like the Mad Elf beer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the regular one.
From Troegs. Yeah.
I've definitely never had this, so I got this as a gift actually. So this just worked out. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna undo the cage here, and I'm gonna do my best to aim the cork directly at Frank's
I was
face.
just gonna say, put it right in his eye.
It's 11%.
One in the eye.
We're going strictly downhill.
We are absolutely going in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
So
Downhill from here.
Almost looks like a champagne bottle, but it's certainly
a little bit of the bubbly.
a little bit of the bubbly. Frank has no idea what we're talking about.
Oh no, another wrestling reference that I don't get. What the fuck is this?
That looks like I don't want to drink
Jackson
it.
would have a pirate for a father. That's what would happen.
I know it's gonna
You
be
are
more.
right.
Jackson already has a pirate for a father. Thieving bastard.
Are you puss?
Oh, look at this boy! Holy mackerel!
Jesus.
Look at that! Look at that!
Go ahead,
boy.
Keo. Pour as much as you want, buddy. That's all you.
I'm
Go
going the
strong.
Same,
Go ahead,
same
give
height
Frank,
as
give Frank some more.
No, I'm good,
all
motherfucker.
right, good. Look at that!
You got like a
Are we talking yet?
yeah. Why not? Just because he's pouring doesn't make it. I got like a reddish brown hue here now.
Looks like apple cider.
Apple cider? You ever seen that dark of an apple cider?
Yeah, a little more for you.
There you go.
What
What the fuck was that?
At least it's not pouring out of my dick.
No, I'm
It's like
fine.
one of the shows.
You're fine. The
Yeah, I
bottle's
have
not
more
fine.
than I have more than both of you,
No,
sir.
No, you didn't. You're at the
More
top
than
of the
both of you.
letters.
It's empty anyway, actually.
Eat a flying
Or
dick.
the rest is on the table.
Shit, eat a flying dick?
Eat a flying dick.
How
Yeah.
do you eat a flying dick? Chris, why do you spill every time?
I don't know.
Anywho.
Totally my fault.
Can you not? You're going to swirl it into the table, right?
He's there.
Anyway.
Like a
Oh, it's
Jumanji
absolutely gonna
board.
deteriorate into
It's a
that.
Jumanji board.
Oh, a Ouija board, dick.
Oh, that's
We're
what
not going to
I'm
end up in a whole other fucking planet with a rock. It's a Ouija board. We bring spirits
It's a
and
Ouija
fucking
board,
shit.
yeah.
You might be
like-
seeing demons after drinking all this fucking beer we're drinking tonight.
It has like that. Okay, you fuckers. Come on.
Am I going to end up at White Castle
Can we
tonight?
finish this fucking episode?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. All right. So it's a dark kind of reddish.
Reddish brown.
It's a mahogany. Didn't it say mahogany? No, it said burgundy.
Burgundy.
I don't know about
Mahogany's
burgundy.
actually
No.
a better
It's like mahogany,
call.
right?
Burgundy's a
Yeah.
deeper red. This is not.
Is
a
it?
Yeah, Burgundy's like a deep.
This isn't burgundy.
No,
This-
this is
yeah,
not Burgundy.
no, it's
Burgundy
definitely not
is-
Ron Burgundy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has.
See the top on that bottle on the bottom, that black bottle. That's Burgundy.
Well, that helps everybody. They can see that.
Wow.
Yeah, they can see. You
trying
want
to
to grab the camera and place it at the.
For your own viewing. For your own viewing. I'm talking about.
It looks like you use this for like wood staining. No.
Yeah.
What do you call it? It's called,
Yes. Yeah. It's like a rich mahogany color. It
Yeah.
would look good on like some untreated wood.
Yeah.
It's
some new China,
a
whatever.
slightly, barely tannish head.
Imagine
Yeah.
what you do to your intestines if you do that.
Dissipated,
yeah,
dissipated quickly.
Yeah,
right?
dissipated quickly, about half a finger ahead. Decent lacing.
Lacing's decent. Yeah.
Yeah.
The head sort of tries to come back if you swirl the beer around. Like swirl the beer around in the glass, not into my
Yeah,
bar
yeah.
top like Chris is doing.
Well, I didn't spill it.
He's like, how much can I spill out of this?
I love the argument is I didn't spill it.
did
No, you
not.
didn't spill it, but I'm not doing grinding it into the top of the table either. What'd you get on that, Chris?
Nothing.
It smells like every other beer to me.
Yeah,
As
serious carbonation too.
It smells like cherries.
Yeah, cherries and like expired beer.
It looks like,
It smells like cherries.
it looks like cherries.
It's like a cherry syrup.
Yeah. It smells
Right?
Like syrup,
Like,
cherries, like beer barely. Like
Like maraschino cherry syrup.
no, like a true cherry. Like just
what you
stomp
said?
it like-
Marahu?
It doesn't matter.
Maraschino.
Just go with it.
Maraschino.
Put them in Manhattan's.
Yeah.
Dope. Come on.
Maraschino.
Dope.
Don't you ever have a Manhattan? What's the matter with you?
Are they? I don't know if they're. Aren't they just
Old-fashioned,
regular
yeah.
cherries that go in
No,
old
they
fashioned?
go
No, maraschino.
Oh, do they? All
Maraschino.
right, all right, take it easy.
Special thing.
I'm asking this question.
Special
Take it
thing.
easy. I drank man's drinks. I
You
don't
know what
think
it-
We should do a
Actually-
Manhattan show.
Oh
You know what
my
it smells
God.
like?
We're gonna keep 911 on fire on quick dial. Yo, for the next liquor show, if you want to do martinis and shit like that, I'm in.
A bourbon show.
You want to do martinis, you said?
They do a bourbon show.
We can do like
does?
martinis and Manhattans and like whatever. We can do a whole thing.
Ooh. Wow. That's hard cherry.
It's hard cherry.
That's hard
It
cherry.
actually does taste a little bit like wine, to be honest.
Oh, yeah. It's something. It's something.
Man, that is delicious.
That's acidic in a way.
It's a little acidic.
It is a little. That is straight acid.
Is that a sour?
Yeah, right.
Is that a is that a lambic beer?
It's a lamb dick.
man, oh, I don't even know what I was gonna say there.
Yeah, good call. Actually, that's a good call. It does taste like a
A
lamb.
little bit like a sour. Yeah, like a
lambic. Yeah.
like a Belgian sour.
Uh huh. Yep.
All right. Well, obviously that's the cherry, right? The sour cherry.
Yeah.
Did it say on the bottle sourness?
No.
No, it's an ale. What's an ale with honey and cherries? Is all.
Wow.
Wow.
Was not expecting that.
I don't get honey.
No.
Get
Not
a
yet.
shit of cherry.
Yeah, I get cherries and wine.
Yeah, and wine. And like salt. A little-
Like not a good one. Sea salt.
some bitters in there.
Oh my god.
Ooh. Yeah.
I tell you what, it's like very forward too. Like as soon as you take a sip out of it, it's like boom, right in your
Oh,
face.
Yeah, it hits you right away. You're right.
Man, this tastes like I'm gonna be drunk. That's what this tastes like. Holy Christ
What's the
Almighty.
ABV on this?
It's 11.
1500.
It's 11. It's
So
11.
that's the IBU.
It's 11%.
Yeah, it's 92 proof is the ABV.
Man, you tell you what though, the mouthfeel right now too is also like it's like it took over my
Like
mouth.
astringent.
Yeah,
Like
like
sucked all the
super,
moisture
like-
out of my mouth. It's coating my entire mouth, and I can't get this flavor out of my mouth.
It's a go fuck yourself beer. It's
I
like,
feel like I need a
Oh.
gallon of water right now just to wash this down.
Yeah.
Oh boy, that is
You know, it'd be good if Chris had a 12-inch circumference glass. I could just pour it into it right now.
Thank God you had a glass to that one. I got nervous there.
I'll be honest with you though. I could drink this though, regardless.
You're out of your.
Yeah, I could
You are
drink
out
it.
of your mind.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
I definitely could drink.
You
that
could drink this for what?
for like if you ever want to go to war, you take some of this and you just go out there and be mad.
I would give it to my fucking
That's
enemies. No, that was you, big time.
Really?
Definitely you.
Okay.
7-5-1. If
How
you-
did I go from 3 to 5? I'm
You-
curious.
you
You know how
Four.
you went from 3
It
to
was
5? You
6-4.
lost, then you got a 4,
It was
and then you went to
6-4
5.
one
Okay.
Niners. Yeah, 7-4. I would give this to my enemies. They would make
you're
your
like-
job a lot easier.
They were sitting on a battlefield, parched lips and everything.
They'd be sitting ducks, literally.
That's fucking amazing. No chapstick. They can't talk because they can't open their mouth. Their tongue is sealed on the top
Scratching
of
and
their
shit. It's just like,
mouth.
what did you give us? I think we should drain these so we can get past this shit.
I think that too, but now I'm looking at it, and I don't know that I have, I don't know that I
you
have
have
this
so much
actual
left.
ability to drain this
I think
because it's the biggest fucking bottle that's been here all night.
Now, I want to ask, who brought this one?
That would be me.
Yep.
I gotta slag myself. I gotta start pounding my chest to finish this. This is brutal.
Yeah, this one is kind of rough. Jesus Christ. Doc was about to launch it right at the camera, that fucking beer. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you!
I'll knock the mic out of the way.
He's going to fucking karate chop the
Go
table.
through the wall.
Oh.
Oh.
Yep, Adrian is there.
Oh.
You're never going to be fast enough to reach your
I can reach it.
way over there. No, you can't.
What if I could? This
What if,
is
I
so
poured it, what
thick.
if I poured it back in the bottle?
I
How would that work?
Threw it
Jesus,
in the
take
air.
the wheel. Just,
I'm just gonna throw it in the air and see how much of it can land in your glass.
Like Matrix? Do you need medical
Oh, I don't know what I need.
Okay.
Oh my
Frank, go ahead.
I'm going to rate this a
He's
good,
dying,
like a 2.0. Too sour for my taste in the wrong direction when I like sours. Overused cherries and not a very drinkable beer, period.
1.75.
Woo!
I'm gonna throw up. Like there's a chance I might throw up. That's it.
1.5. It tastes like a sour, lambic beer. That you don't expect to be a lambic beer. Cherries, I didn't expect the sour taste. Didn't say anything about it, so it threw me off, and I immediately hated it. And it tastes like a cheap box wine, like Frank said. I agree 100%.
man.
Yeah.
Got my whole stomach fucked up.
Did I rate it? I did rate it.
Yeah. You think that
It's got me so fucked up.
this beer is so bad,
Oh,
my thought
man.
process is fucked.
So anyway, that's the
Fuck
that's
me in the
the
face.
Troegs
Troeg.
Mad Elf Grand Cru.
I wonder that, MILF.
Thanks for that, Troegs.
It might be an actual Mad Elf in that beer.
Last, at least of the good beers out of the Magic Sack, is from our good friends at Hackensack Brewing, which you may not believe this, but they're located in Hackensack, New Jersey.
How's that? Wow.
This is a big old crowler from them. This is their delayed opening, which easy enough for our winter show is a winter lager, 8.1% alcohol by volume. In the 32 ounce crowler.
I'm going to thank you ahead of time
For
for that. I don't even need to.
It could suck. You don't know. It's a
it
winter
probably literally could
I
suck.
normally hate lagers, but based on what we taste, I'm pretty excited.
It's like, you know
I've never
what?
been so excited to
He's
have a
like,
lager.
nothing can be as bad as that last beer.
Oh well, yeah, obviously.
I'm pretty excited to taste a lager.
It tastes like, or it smells like a urinal a little bit.
Really?
At least in the crowler.
That is not a good start.
That's not.
I'm sure it's going to be fine. So this is the lightest of the 4 beers that we've had here.
Yeah, it's
today.
definitely the lightest and
It's like a reddish hue.
reddish hue.
Chris's OCD is kicking in for him.
Yeah.
It's not as cloudy. It's a little.
It's like an amber color with like a reddish hue. It almost looks like a Killian's Irish
It
Red.
does,
Yeah,
actually.
it
really.
does. That's a good call.
Head,
Oh, I'm sorry.
no, go ahead.
Like a cream head.
Yeah, creamy head, good lacing.
Yeah, good lacing.
Head dissipated fairly quickly.
Yeah,
I don't know, it smells like a beer.
Like a normal beer?
Yeah, like a normal.
That's exciting.
it smells malty.
Yeah, it smells like a malt. It smells like an ale. I mean,
Yeah.
it smells malty. It smells a little bit like a
little
little bit
bready?
spicy or something.
Really?
What'd you say? A little bit what?
A little bready.
Yeah. Yeah, like a little like a bread or a biscuit or something.
Now, did you say this was a release today? Was that this
I
beer?
think they released this. Could have been last week, if I'm not
last week.
mistaken. Yeah.
Okay, you brought it
I
down.
think it was based on the date, it's a couple days ago.
Didn't you bring one that was released today? A different.
Yeah, they don't always can them. They do it sparingly. When it comes towards the weekend, they actually put more on crowlers and.
I'm having trouble pulling anything other. Oh, I guess we're just sipping. So there you go.
I guess we are.
A little malty, a little sweet.
It tastes unoffensive to me.
Unoffensive.
It doesn't really taste.
Easy drinker.
It tastes like a Marzen. Literally.
It tastes a little bit like a Marzen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does taste like a
I
Marzen.
guess you're right. Yeah. It's got a kind of a creamy taste to it. You ever have a cream like the cream ales? I get a little.
Actually, yeah, you do get kind of a little bit.
Genesee or Genesee? Genesee.
Genesee?
Right? Isn't Genesee?
Well, that's one of the bigger breweries that do it. But there's
Check out the Booze Tutor on WGOB Network for the episode of Cream Ales.
Geo.
I've had some decent ones. I know, like out by me, Shawnee Craft Brewery, they put a lot of cream ales out. I kind of get that taste here.
There's a little bit of a, not a little bit. There's a lot of like a breadiness,
That's what I was gonna say.
like in the throat.
Yeah.
I think it goes hand in hand with the maltiness. It does. It is it's like a malt forward type of beer.
Yeah, it's definitely malty in the flavor.
Yeah.
Flavor's decent. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
it's not
just
bad.
not like nothing jumps out.
Yeah.
It's
A little allspice.
It could
maybe.
be that like my life has just been ruined by the first three.
Our taste buds could be
If we had
completely
started
shot
with this,
right
I
now.
might be having a different experience.
8.1%. I'm sure you said that.
It doesn't taste very boozy. I guess I don't know what the IBUs are in it, but it's definitely not very bitter.
Does not
It's
say.
pretty easy on the palate.
You want to drain them and rate them?
Yeah, we've mentioned it quite a few
Frank, it
times.
was a question. It wasn't a fucking command. And if we were friends, you would have cheersed me up. You know, we would have like been like,
We're
"All
not
right,
friends.
let's drain them and rate them together. Oh,
We're not friends.
oh. Why don't you two talk about something? Let's pretend like you two are friends.
Yeah, you take her.
If-
Talk about life together.
It's gonna take Chris Doug 4 seconds to finish that beer.
That's gonna take me like a minute.
He's trying to divert our attention.
See, this is what I'm talking about. That was very obviously set up because you're a fucking cock. And you're the first one to be like, you can't force it. There's no way that you time this shit as perfectly as you do that every time I'm fucking doing something, you'll fucking burp.
I can't help it. I haven't eaten shit, so I have a lot of gas.
Collusion. You got to take a shit. Great. I'm glad I'm sitting right here.
What are you shitting out of your mouth, Frank?
I'm sitting in the shit.
It's called I haven't eaten shit. I didn't say I haven't taken a shit, assholes.
Well, if you're shitting in your seat, you probably haven't taken a shit. And I'm the one that's going to suffer even though I
This is
can't
the
fucking-
slowest fucking drown I've ever seen in my life. That was a lot of beer, though.
Yeah, it's not a good start.
You can't even make a short pour. Again, Doug. That you're hurting your boy there.
I can't control, I literally can't control myself right now.
You
It's not
can't.
even
You
a
don't.
touch.
There's no such thing as like a short pour with these fucking bigger.
Oh my God. Fuck. Frank, rate this shit.
I'm gonna
Sick of this shit.
I'm gonna get a 3.5.
Oh, it's not like, hey, let's do a pale ale show. Let's do a fucking this fucking nonsense.
All right, 3.5. It's it has some good flavors. I like Marzens, and it really stands out as a Marzen to me. And for a winter lager, I don't even know what the difference are between them, but I feel like it's in the same plateau as far as flavor comes in. So
It's got good flavors like a
3.5.
Kolsch. I don't know what the difference is between a Kolsch and a winter lager, but you know.
Kolsch and winter lager. Imagine.
I'm gonna give it a 3.75. It's it actually isn't that bad. I just didn't want that much of it all in one big mouthful. Flavors are good. It's yeah, I don't know. Who cares? 3.75.
3 point.
Fuck, Chris, focus.
I couldn't get my rating out. I can't control. You can't control your burp.
Is your burp scared the shit
He's
out of
yelling at
Chris?
me. I was like, startled.
Chris almost jumped out of his t-shirt. Fucking,
It's a tank
his
top.
blouse almost came
It's a
off.
tank top, dick. All right. Well, I will rate it eventually.
His blouse.
Whenever you jackals are done, I'll just wait. Waiting. All right. The battery only lasts so long.
It's on power, but
Oh
okay.
my God.
All right.
All right,
Oh,
let's
it's
go.
plugged in. Don't worry, we got plenty of time. Oh my God. Woo!
So, Frank,
Fuck me,
Oh,
man.
Chris, take your time. Go ahead.
suck my wiener. So, 3.25. Lagers are lagers to me. This tastes like a Marzen. I agree with Frank. I wasn't excited. I was excited that it didn't taste as bad as the first 3 beers.
Why is
But
this flown into some weird place
just
where we're comparing it to a Marzen?
It did taste like a Mars to me. 3.25. I was never a fan of lagers. I will be never a fan of pilsners, lagers. Not my thing.
Those seem like weird things to take a stand against because they're
Yeah.
both like
They're both
you know,
boring. Very boring.
Yeah, but it seems like weird. Like I'm against pilsners.
I like a little character to the beer.
All right.
Very patriotic.
Yeah. Thanks.
So that's the Hackensack Brewing delayed opening winter lager, 8.1% alcohol by volume, in the 32-ounce Crowler can, independent craft beer logo on the back. That you can't see.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
To recap, we started with that word there,
Short and stubby.
short,
Short
and
stuff.
stubby. Short and stubby from Belgium, with Santa on the front. From there, we moved over to the Epic Brewing Big Bad Baptist, not Batista, but Baptist.
Baptiste.
Frank does not know, but
Over to the Troegs Mad Elf Grand Cru, 2018 edition. From there, we finished up with the Hackensack Brewing I almost say grand
Delayed
opening.
opening.
Let's call it delayed opening for the sake of the segment. We'll call it delayed opening winter lager. So, I don't know who wants to start. Who wants to pick their favorite of the
Go
night?
ahead, Chris.
Chris,
All right. So you probably watched a lot of these shows, and I don't know if you're.
why would you look at me when I said I've seen all of them?
Okay. Well, obviously you make the shows. You don't know where I'm.
I don't make them. We make them. I
we
just
ma- we
edit them.
make them. You edit them. Okay. Good.
What does he have now? He's got to be getting close, right?
He got like 7 now, and you got 10.
Yeah, okay.
I had 5. I got 2
8.
when I was a pet. That's 7.
All right, so maybe now Chris is the target. All right,
Yeah.
go ahead.
All right, so I
got one
normally
beer
don't,
left.
I normally don't do this because I'm not pretentious. I don't normally pick my own beers,
You
but
are the more
and
pretentious
this is
person
the
I've ever seen.
craziest thing because I normally hate porters. I normally hate stouts, but I'm actually going to choose my beer. I never do this only because it was so interesting to me. It was like a 3-layer beer. There was so many different things going on each sip, from the top to bottom of the glass. I didn't say I liked it, but I appreciated the character it had. So I'm going to go with the Baptist, Big Bad Baptist.
That's one vote for the Big Bad Baptist, the
Doug?
peanut butter stout. I would like to withdraw. I would like to not pick any. So I'm gonna go with Hackensack. I'm gonna go with the Hackensack Brewing as my best beer of the night. The delayed opening winter lager is my vote.
That is his
For the
vote.
night. Delayed opening winter lager. Frank, what do you pick?
I'm going with the delayed opening as well.
I knew you guys would do that.
Even though I did actually give Chris's beer the same rating, the 3.5 to his stout. I'm sure you can't hear that on the microphone because I'm moving like crazy. But I find the lager a little easier to drink. Pretty simple.
Great. So with 2 votes to 1, the big winner tonight is Hackensack Brewing's delayed opening winter lager. And our 4 good beers are done. You know what that means? It's time. It's time for bad beer of the night. Bad beer of the night means we dive into the sack
Oh, empty that.
Oh, it's in
sack.
there.
Empty it, will you?
and we pull out a beer that has been in this sack for just about an hour because it was room temperature moments ago.
Oh,
This is from Stoneface Brewing in New
what
Hampshire.
a fucking dick. I just want to put that out there first.
This is their rye, India Red Rye Ale. 1 pint bottle, 6% alcohol by volume. Craft beer, the perfect
rye
ending to a long day or a short one. And listen. Let's talk for a minute, all right? Listen, everybody's got their thing. For some people, it's campfires, laughs, and music. For others, it's more strenuous, going for a hike, a ride, or a run. We could list more, but beer labels are small. Do your thing, man. Try new things, repeat, and try a Stoneface. We think you'll like that thing, too.
Like a warm rye ale, you think?
All of it sounds great, except for the fact that this beer is both warm and 3 years old.
And rye.
So, I don't know how well rye ales hold up, but I guess we're going to find out together. Thanks to a friend of the show, Chelsea, for this beer.
Oh.
Nice. Thank you, Chelsea.
Can I get the first pour because I've been getting fucked twice?
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, except you got the first pour on the very last one, but yeah, no problem.
Okay, well,
Yeah, I'll get
twice. I got the last pour. I got
I'll take the second.
I got the last pour
Look
twice.
at the big bubbles coming out of the top of it.
Oh my!
Look at the head on this thing.
Oh my God! What is that floating in there?
You sure
Oh my God! You know what?
You
I
can't
can't
trade
even.
your second pour. Maybe the last pour is the best pour. Actually, this beer.
Species just popped out. Frank, why are you pouring that much?
I'll take it. No, let him do it. I'll take it away. I took it away from about half a second.
Why would you?
Oh! What? Did you see that?
Yeah.
There's like a tadpole in there.
Great. Well, here's the thing.
Oh,
okay?
my God! Oh my God! Oh no! No! No!
Oh, there's no way. Hold on. There's no way to get a perfect.
No!
There's no way to get it.
Wait, hold on. Can we take a picture of this?
Is there any left?
Because I want to take a picture, and then you're gonna put this in the background.
Why would you keep pouring the back in
I
there?
gotta pour a little thing in there.
Yeah,
This is
it's
like
just-
sea foam.
Yeah, right.
Like when the ocean is fucked up.
Yeah.
The foam doesn't go. Look at this.
You're right.
Look at.
It's like froth.
It doesn't go anywhere.
Come on, no.
Oh my God.
Look at this.
Look
You think
at
that's
this.
fucking funny?
What the
You
fuck?
think that's fucking
It
funny?
is now a smoothie. Jesus Christ!
I'm of two minds because number one.
You can't even pour more in here. It'll go overflow.
Number one.
Here,
Actually,
try
it's
it,
the
try it.
only
Here,
reason I
try it,
stopped.
try
Actually,
it.
'cause
Pour
it'll
some in
just
there.
get
See what happens.
good.
You'll help me. It'll
of-
actually get this shit out
I'm
of
of two minds
But-
because number one, yes, I do think it's funny, but number two, what the fuck? It's
What
like a
is
root
cool?
beer float.
It's not even moving. It's like
It's
it's like hair glue.
Like there's no
It's like hair
air.
glue.
The air is like trapped in the bubbles. They're not
What
refusing.
the fuck?
That's like pudding on the top.
Oh my God!
Time to make the pudding.
You're gonna have to chew through that head, bro.
I don't want to do that.
He's gonna be. You know what? hey, Chris. Not for nothing. This is where
black spot. There's vanilla beans on the top. Look,
vanilla
Vanilla
beans.
beans.
Look
It's
at-
probably fucking termites.
Probably like
look at the
old
black
yeast.
spots. Look at the black spots on there. I'm serious. Can you see this?
Oh,
Look at the black spots. It's like vanilla beans.
oh my God!
Why don't you know? I told you guys I have a medical issue. I can't be drinking
Chris,
this fucking shit.
You're fucking
and
lucky.
you pour the
You
worst
can't.
goddamn beer. in my
Shut
fucking
up
glass.
and be lucky you can't smell that fucking shit.
Oh yeah, I gotta drink twice as much as you, dick. Great. Can't wait for that.
Imagine having to dip your nose into that.
Do you have a spoon? I'll just scoop it out like ice cream.
Fucking.
Yeah, but you gotta.
It's a Sunday.
Fingers in there.
What's that thing they use when they make drinks? That long fucking spoon. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, like a bar spoon.
Yeah, I need
Yeah,
one of
yeah,
those.
yeah.
That's what I need. Here, give me that tool. There's some tools over there.
Oh
No,
no! Come on, man.
I can't now.
Literally a minute ago, you said here try to pour some more in there. I'm just doing what you told me to do.
Chris, you can't blame anybody but yourself on that one. And honestly, you only put about another ounce in there, so it's not going to
No,
be
it
that
was
bad.
more than a fucking house. This whole beer is not in his glass, dickhead. I'm gonna get vertigo tomorrow. I'm telling you.
You get vertigo right now.
It's not going to
It's
weak.
not. It's not good. I can't do it. We gotta do something about this.
Yeah, you do something about it. Drink it. Just let that head go
No,
away. Again, you only have
Look,
that much beer,
listen,
really.
Let's be reasonable for 1 second. Camera's not on, right?
Oh, the camera's
No,
on.
the camera's definitely on. The camera's always on.
Oh my god, it tastes like rotten rye bread, bro.
Oh,
Moldy rye bread.
I can't. Dude, it's standing
Eyes
over.
are watering.
And
Oh,
you.
you
Oh
mother-
my God!
Look, look.
He got the whole fucking beer.
The champ.
Chris, that was the most epic fucking pour ever. I gotta give you that.
Mother of God! Look at this shit, though.
Holy fuck! You know what the funny part is? The frothiness.
He's
It's
busting
just.
my balls is the funny part.
But still, at the end of the day, it's
Oh.
only that much beer. It's just like, look at the fucking head.
The amazing thing is I only spilled that much of it.
I know. You know why?
He said over one vote.
Yo, the beer evaporated. How do you pour that much beer into this glass
Who knows?
and none of it spilled out?
It turned into this, like...
The froth on
like-
top.
Well, let me taste the sip that I have left. and
Yeah,
see
you
what-
might as well try to taste it, right? Oh,
Look at this, though.
Oh my god.
Look,
that is really bad.
it's fucking... It's pudding, bro.
It is. It's like hardened.
oh my god!
It's like hair glue.
I don't know if I really want to taste this, but honestly,
It's
man,
so bad. It's so bad. It
Yeah.
tastes like, literally, it tastes like you just bit into a piece of moldy rye bread. Go in there. Get all of that. Get that medicine in you. No, don't chug it. Don't chug it.
Oh, you're in trouble now. I might be in trouble now. I don't want to get fucking uked on.
The best part of this whole world. It was definitely you again.
No, he's puking. It's
He
not
burped.
No, that's not a burp.
The best part of this whole world is that no matter what happens, you're stuck. Do you see all look at his arms? Do you see all the bumps?
I get
everywhere?
bumps like that too, though.
Yeah. Can you show Frank the bumps everywhere?
Yeah,
It's
a couple
ridiculous.
too, look, see,
You're a
yeah.
moron, by the way.
Oh.
You are an idiot. An absolute idiot. An absolute idiot.
It's not on camera.
It's absolutely on camera.
It is so recording. Listen, I gotta tell you, Doug set that up. He was waiting on you so
I've been
bad.
working on that for like 5 minutes.
Oh my god.
Did you know about this?
Hey,
I had
hold-
no fucking
I'm sorry,
clue.
Chris, hang on.
Here, let me make it. Can we make a?
I'm listening. Yes.
Okay, can we do a half and half so we finish the beer quicker and we get on to the next segment? How does that sound? Since we got each other 1-1, rubber match, rubber game.
Fuck that, bro. That's
Even
not
better.
right.
How about a third?
Nah,
How about
you-
that?
you
Here,
kiss my
here,
ass, listen.
Chris, I'm gonna answer you right now. Ready? Fuck you.
Na,
you.
na, na, na.
Actually,
Might
what
be a
I
while-
was
might be
going
a
to
while-
say
might
to
be a
you,
while, you know.
what I was going to say to you, Chris,
I
is
can't. Yeah.
for respect for how you got me, I'm willing to split this half and half with you.
Wow.
But
Is what I was going to say.
Great.
I know, but you took my
Oh,
you
I'm
took
sorry,
you,
I'm
you took
sorry.
my steam
Well,
by offering it.
I didn't know you were gonna say that.
So I'm willing to split it with you half and half.
Wow. That's
How about a third? What do you think?
how about fuck you.
Frank is not getting involved in this, Chris.
All right.
And I will point out is that when this happens to
All
me in the
right.
future,
I appreciate. That's
I
very
will
nice
not
of you.
share with anybody.
Well, when it happens to you in the future, I will never offer to. I didn't know we are going to sit here for fucking 3 hours waiting for this.
That was
and,
very.
we
nice
got
of
other
you.
shit to do tonight.
That
We
was
gotta
very
move on.
cordial
next-
of you.
We got to move on to Slosh Talk,
next
so I can
question
really
to you.
torture you.
Do you want to cheers glasses? and
Yeah,
slug it?
absolutely. Let's
You wanna
cheer.
slug it?
Let's drain them and rate them. Except we're not going to rate them.
Okay.
Oh my god. Oh my god. You both did it. Actually, that was impressive.
That was fucking awful.
I gotta be honest. That was hard to watch Chris do it because he went in his mouth and went back into his glass.
I couldn't take a whole gulp.
At least twice. He was just like, "Oh my god, fuck this!"
I backwashed my own glass.
Backwash his own glass
Fucking hell.
a couple of times.
All right. Well.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the end of Gorilla's Booze. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that was good. Great. Well, thank you, Doug. That was kind of you.
Well. Oh my god! And on that note, I guess we'll wrap this up. I'm gonna throw up. I guess we'll wrap this up.
Yeah.
Gorillas of Booze in the house. Follow us on all forms of social media. We are, of course, Booze Gorillas on Facebook and Twitter. At Gorillas of Booze on Instagram. Check out all the video shows that we do. That's WGOB Network on YouTube. And of course, if audio is more your thing, you want to listen to us in the car, our beautiful, beautiful voices. These radio voices that we have. Oh, what's up, girl? Check us out. WGOB Network on everywhere you get your favorite podcasts. That's where you can find the audio shows. Check us out on the Hopped Up Network. We are very proud to be members of the Hopped Up Network. At Hopped Up Network on Instagram, hoppedupnetwork.com. Big thank you. We don't thank this guy enough. Thanks to Sounds by Moon for the theme music for pretty much all the WGOB Network shows. And we don't give him enough love.
Big ups.
Chill.
Big up. It's a stick up. No? All right, good.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's great.
Anything? Nothing?
I
Nothing?
think
Great.
we're,
We are the Gorillas of Booze, and we are out of here.
Peace.